Welcome to MusiCity Kids. My name is Tamara with Love in a Big World, and I'm so glad you are here with us today. We're going to be talking about self-care, how we can take care of our minds, our bodies, and our hearts. We have all been through so much this past year with the pandemic and learning and working from home that it's really important that we're taking care of ourselves so we can be the best version of ourselves for us and for those around us. So to get us started today, we've got Riki of Be Well in Schools with some yoga. And I'll tell you from firsthand experience, yoga is very restorative. I love it. So get up and get moving.
Hi friends, Riki here with Be Well in School, coming back with a new pose to add into our sequence. So remember, we're learning some poses to build into a sequence ultimately, a yoga flow. So today we're going to add on to our mountain pose by learning Warrior One. And this is a really great pose for developing focus and balance and stability while also energizing the body. And so this stretches the hips, it stretches the chest, and it allows us to breathe really deep. It also helps us build strength in the back and the arms and the legs. So let's dive in and let's learn Warrior One. You just need your body and your breath. So you could come outside. I'm barefoot right now on the grass and it feels awesome connecting with the earth. I also have my mat back there. You could use a towel, a blanket, whatever you got is great. Let's dive in. So starting in your mountain pose at the top of your mat this time, we're gonna find those feet hips width distance, reach down through your fingers, soften your knees, and then we take that right foot. We're gonna do our right side together and then go back on your own, and you're gonna do that left side the same way. So we're gonna take that right foot, we're gonna take a big step back. When we take that step back, the right toes point out about 45 degrees, and I really am pressing down through the blade edge of my foot. And the blade edge is that pinky toe all the way down the side towards the heel. And I'm pressing, but then I draw this right hip forwards. And I bend deep in my left knee, my left toes point forward, and my feet are like still that hips width distance, because I don't want to be on a tightrope. That'll hurt my hips. It's not going to be good for my body. It's not going to feel good. You want that hips width distance, the space for your feet, space for your hips. Then we reach the arms up. Bend deep in that front knee, press through the blade edge of the back foot, take a deep breath and reach the arms up. Fill the belly up, exhale, draw the belly button into the spine. And then here you can say an empowering statement, like in Peter Reynolds' book, I Am Yoga. Here in Warrior One, he says, I can stand up for me. So you could say something like that here, or you could just say it in your mind, or you could say it out loud. Or maybe you want to say something like, I believe in me. It's totally up to you. That's your affirmation. But whatever you need to tell yourself here to feel strong and really capable of anything you set your mind to. Tell yourself. Take one more deep breath in, reach the arms up. And then on the exhale, we're going to step forward, reach the arms by our sides, and find that mountain pose. Awesome job. That's Warrior One. Do the left side on your own and have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Riki. One of the best ways for us to practice self-care is to remember to keep a balance with everything that we do. So we work hard, we play hard. We spend time on screens, we spend time outside. We spend time with friends, we spend time with families. So, it's all about balance. And here to tell us more about that is Dr. E.
Hey, Tamara and friends. I decided to come outside today to be able to get some sunshine and some fresh air since it's a beautiful day. Because fresh air and sunshine are some of the things that I need to help keep me in balance. And balance is really important, not having too much or having too little of what we need to keep us healthy and whole. And in public health, we have another name for balance. And that word we use and have for balance is what we call homeostasis. Homeostasis means having all of the things that we need that help to make us uniquely who we are and help to make us healthy and whole. And when I think about the idea of balance or think about homeostasis, it reminds me a lot of these pinwheels that you see behind me and the one that I have in my hand. You see this pinwheel, it has all of these different parts. Each one is uniquely a different color, but each one of them make up part of the whole. And if we think about this pinwheel like us, there are different parts of us that make us uniquely who we are and that have to be kept in balance in order for us to be healthy and well. So what are those different parts of ourselves that we need to have to be able to keep us healthy and whole? Well, they include our physical health and well-being. So in other words, our bodies, our physical bodies, and how we take care of them. That when we take care of our physical bodies, that helps to make us whole, and not only make us whole, but also helps to make us healthy. And in addition to our physical health, there's also our mental health and well-being. So in other words, how healthy are our minds functioning? Are we thinking good thoughts? And if we're thinking good thoughts, how do we make sure that we're producing and generating more good thoughts to think, to be able to keep our mental health sharp and to keep us whole? In addition to our physical health and our mental health, there's also our emotional health. Did you know that our feelings are really important to our health and well-being and keeping us in balance? And so when we don't express our feelings, when we're not true about our feelings, then consequently that can throw off the balance of who we are. And in addition to our emotional health, there's also our spiritual health. Now, our spiritual health includes all of the things that we believe in. So we may believe in that other people are good, or we may believe that the world is good, or we may believe that we hope to be able to do some wonderful things in the future. So our spiritual health and how we're cultivating and taking care of our spiritual health is a really important part of helping to keep us in balance. And one of the last ones I want to talk about are our relationships, that how healthy our relationships are, that when we're in good relationship with other people, then consequently that helps to keep us healthy and well also. And so when I think about the idea of balance, that it takes all of these different parts to make us who we are, and that when any of these parts are missing, we don't function as well as we should and as well as we could. Therefore, when we regularly check in to make sure that our bodies are healthy, that our minds are healthy, that our emotional health and well-being is good, that our spiritual health is in check, and that our relationships are functioning well, then likewise that helps to keep us in balance and to keep us whole. And so until next time, make sure that you're checking in and taking care of your balance so that just like this pinwheel, you can keep spinning along and doing the things that you need to do in order to be able to enjoy life. And so until next time, see you later.
It's important for us to exercise our bodies and our minds. So here's a brain teaser just for you.
Hey Tamara, I have a great brain teaser for you now. I have over here a skipping rope. What I would like you to do is to hold the skipping rope in one hand and hold it in the other hand. You are not allowed to let go.
One of the most basic ways we can practice self-care is by washing our hands. Take a look.
Welcome to Janet's Planet. Your hands may look clean.
Hey, Miss Janet.
But they might just be a germ farm.
Yeah!
If you don't wash your hands correctly.
Who knew that was there?
Get your hands good and wet. Then take the soap, washing all the surfaces, the fronts, the backs, in between the fingers. Do it every time. You can sing the happy birthday song twice or the ABC song once. Regular hand washing is a fairly new concept. Back in the 1800s, doctors didn't always wash their hands before treating patients.
Say ah!
Ah! And that meant the transfer of germs. Soap is a cleansing agent. It cleans and removes germs. Bacterium sticks to the soap's fatty acids and then is enclosed in droplets of water and washed away. And if no soap is available, use hand sanitizer until you can wash with soap and water. Let your mind revolve around this thought. Clean hands are all in the wash. And that's the view from Janet's Planet.
I don't know if you knew this about me or not, but I'm a musician. I love to sing. And sometimes if I'm feeling really stressed, what I'll do is turn on the radio and crank the music really loud, sing at the top of my lungs, and dance all around the house. Music is one of the ways that I practice self-care. And here with a special song just for you is Elise.
Hi Music City kids, my name is Elisa Sun, and this is a song called Yours Truly Me. So I wrote it to myself as a letter to myself when I was going through a hard time so that I could look back on it and reflect. It's a song about being okay with being sad and remembering that you'll get through it. So here we go. I know it's hard right now, and that's okay. You're barely making it through the day. It seems you'll never ever see the other side. Impossible right now, and that's alright. You're rehearsing a script you were taught just to keep you alive. Tell yourself that you're selfish, you're not, just trying to survive. 10 years from now, would the younger you be proud? You'll be somewhere you never thought you'd be. Truly, 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 yours truly me. Truly, 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 yours truly me. All right, thank you so much for watching, everyone. And that song was called Yours Truly Me. And I hope that if you're having a hard day that you can take a deep breath and remember that you'll get through it. So thanks for watching.
My daughter loves to read, and one of the ways that she practices self-care is by spending time with a good book. So I want to make a book recommendation for you. Check out The Boy on Fairfield Street, the story of how Ted Geisel became Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss is a real person who lived long ago. And as you read this story of young Ted, find out about what his skills were, his talents, his abilities, his dreams, and think about what you like to do and how you can use your own gifts to change the world. Love to hear your thoughts. Please share your comments and maybe even some of your own drawings in the comments below.
Hi Music City kids! I'm about to prepare my garden bed here for planting this season and wanted to talk a little bit about it with you first. So you know how you put plants into a garden bed and then if you eat them, they are good for you, right? They give you nutrients. Anyone ever told you to eat your vegetables and fruits? Where do those fruits and vegetables get their nutrients? Well, they actually get them from the soil. So before I plant anything in my vegetable garden here for the year, I always want to make sure that the soil has lots of nutrients in it so that those nutrients go into the plant, which then goes into my body or anybody else who eats the food from my garden. So it's really important when you're gardening to make sure that your soil gets all its nutrients. You've got to recharge your soil before you plant your crops in it. So that's what I'm going to do today. So you can see in this garden bed how I've been planting things in it and harvesting for about 2 years. The soil level has dropped. So I actually need to add some more soil to refresh my garden bed. There are a lot of things I want to plant in my garden this year. I'm going to start with this little parsley plant. So when I add soil to my raised bed, that's just one way that I take care of that raised bed. It's a give and take. So I give some soil and some nutrients to the soil, and then I take what I harvest, plants. And you know, people need that recharge too, so that we can give and take. So I wonder what is something that you like to do to recharge yourself. Bye-bye.
All right, next we've got by kids, for kids, and it's all about how you can use your creativity, just like Dr. Seuss, to make the world a better place. It's all about how you can use your creativity to make the world a more beautiful place.
Love in a big world! By kids, for kids!
Bam.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
Hi, I'm Justice here with Love in a Big World.
And creativity is what we're going to be talking about here today. And I'm here with Kathleen, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her story.
Hi, I'm excited to be here. So, what was your inspiration to start this company?
Well, I modeled when I was younger, and it kind of was always there, and I never knew it. Like, I would change my Barbie doll's clothes when I was a kid and add stuff to them, and then to my own clothes. So then when I started sketching on paper, I just picked it up.
So is that how you kind of discovered these designs? Can you tell us a little about these?
Yes, this one's called the rose dress. Each rose is handmade and hand sewn on. I've remade this dress about 3 different times, and the final product took me about 4 months just on the roses.
It's beautiful. What about this one? Gorgeous.
This one is from the Red and White collection, very romantic collection. It was inspired by Taylor Swift's song Last Kiss. There's a line in the song that goes, I ran off the plane. So I thought, if you were in love with someone so much, what would you wear if you were going to run off the plane?
I would be wearing this, definitely. This is Love in a Big World. By kids, for kids.
I have some friends who are poets, and they use their poetry to practice self-care. Yep. Poetry, journal writing, story writing, drawing, painting, all of that is a fantastic way for us to process what's going on in our minds and in our hearts, so we can make good choices about what we do and what we say. So, take a look at this spoken word piece from our Love in a Big World team.
I am who I am, exactly who I was wonderfully made to be. From the crown of my head to the balls of my feet, and everything in between. and all the beautiful things that exist inside of me. My intelligence, sense of humor, and honesty. My giving heart and need to love. The weaknesses that are strengths in the making. My place in my thriving community. Who I am and my loving family. From the heritage my ancestors handed down to me, to my future descendants that will inherit my legacy. I am who I am, and all that I am meant to be. That bright smile on my face. I am me.
Did you solve that puzzle yet? Here's Steve with the answer.
Hey everyone, did you figure out how to do it? Were you able to tie the knot in the rope? I bet you were thinking it's impossible. Psst, it can be done. Would you like to know how it's done? Check this out. The trick is not to tie the knot in the rope. It's to tie the knot in your arms. So if you fold your arms like this, we now have a knot. All you need to do now is grab the two ends of the rope, one with this hand and one with this hand. So I'll do that quickly. And then, once you have them like that, you unravel your arms and we have a knot in the rope. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you're going to go try that on your moms and dads. Back to you, Tamara.
One of the most important things about self-care is taking the time to process what's going on in our heads and what we're feeling in our hearts so we can make good choices for ourselves and those around us. And one of the ways I found that is really helpful to do that type of processing is journaling. So here's Miss LaWanna and her friend to teach us more about bullet journals. Take a look.
Hey everybody, it's Miss LaWanna again. We're back here in my office, and I wanted to introduce you today to a friend of mine. Her name is Stephanie. She is like a sister to me, and she's been at home recovering from surgery that she had earlier this month. Well, she's found a really cool and creative way to stay busy while she's home getting better. And I wanted her to tell you about it. It's called bullet journals. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but I'm going to let her tell you all about it. Take it away, Steph.
Thanks, LaWanna. Hi, everybody. I'm going to show you how you can be creative while at home and stay organized, which is lots of fun. So to start your new bullet journal, all you need is a notebook. Any will do. I like mine because it has all these great dots, and they help me stay organized with my lines and everything and my creative drawings. A pencil, a pen, maybe some markers if you want to get super creative, a ruler for straight lines, scissors, and if you really want to, a stencil or two. Now that you have your tools, you're ready to set up your journal. First, you want to have a key. And all the key does is help you know when a task has been started and completed. Next thing you want to set up is your future log. And that's just the pages or page that has the months in advance. So for example, with mine, I put all my future birthdays. So like my mom's birthday is coming up next month. Just a reminder. And the next thing you want to have are your goal trackers. Just to remind yourself the things that you want to accomplish, maybe for the school year. And something that I added, you don't have to, is a gratitude area. And it's just a way to remind myself at the end of the month what I was grateful for that month. And now you just want to take your month and kind of break it down by your task so you can make sure you complete everything you want to do that month. And as you see, for Monday, I completed some of the tasks and then I moved them to Tuesday.
Wow, wasn't that cool? I really want to learn how to do bullet journals. I'm going to find a blank journal around here, and I'm going to have Stephanie walk me through all the steps. And maybe next time you can join us and she'll show us actually how to get started on our bullet journal. All right, well, I'm glad you got a chance to meet her, and we'll talk again soon. Back to you, Tamara.
Friends, self-care is part of self-awareness. knowing our strengths and weaknesses, and understanding what we think and what we feel. When you slow down and take the time to breathe, to stretch, to process, to create, you are taking care of yourself. And I'll tell you what, in order for you to be able to show up for others, you first have to show up for yourself. The love you have for you then can bubble over to everyone else in your big world, at home, at school, and in your community. So taking the time that you need to rest and reflect is not selfish at all. In fact, it's what helps you be strong for others. Thanks for joining us today on MusiCity Kids, and we'll see you next time. Remember, we love you, we're cheering for you, and you are not alone. We are in this together. Take care.